I think you've mentioned some of the, say, reputational risks, which are
Yep.
clearly high if,
Yeah.
if people forget to give medicine to
Sure.
their grandparents. Obviously, that's very, very, very sensitive. I've also seen several articles. I think there was a BBC Panorama interview.
Yeah.
With the costs of utility bills going up, the cost of living, it's probably putting pressure on the operators in terms of their margin, but in what is a very sensitive sector.
Yeah.
So how have you, I guess, changed any learnings of the way you deal with the operators coming out of the cost of living crisis and the squeezes on margins?
I think that gets to the sort of the crux is it's we want to have those relationships and understanding in the market and have that expertise that we can identify and address those issues. That's why we have a clinical team in house, that we can get ahead of any risk within the portfolio. We can address it. We can share best practice. We can help rise the quality of the care within the portfolio. I think looking back, bad news sells papers, bad news in the care sector particularly sells papers. So it does, when there's a bad news story, it does get a lot of coverage. I'd say universally operators across the sector are performing really well. Yes, there are bad news stories. Yes, investors' memories are long. If you look back at Four Seasons, Southern Cross, financial failure with over leveraged private equity. So we do look very closely at that from a financial perspective. What's the plan for the business? I would say that the vast majority of this care homes are still in operation, so it's really underpinned by that societal need.
Yep.
But I think sort of our learnings as a team is really that relationship we build with our operator developer partners, and whether that's financial, clinical, ESG, it's being prepared to share that best practice so we can all be better together. Collectively, from our perspective, that leads to a better risk-adjusted return, better risk profile within the portfolio. But it's really making sure that we're in touch with the operators, we understand what's going on, they're in a position where they feel they can share any misgivings with us, and just that transparency relationship puts us in a better place to all be the best we possibly can be.